Okay, this is video number 3 of your 10 stitch squares baby blanket. I have completed the first corner and I'm now going to do 2 rows of just knitting 10. This is the only spot where you will do that, and I believe it's done because you are doing 2 corners in a row, so you need more space down here in the corner area for your turn, when you turn it to catch that and go along the next row. Here's where I'm finally knitting this one last gray stitch. Then I'm going to turn and I'm going to knit back. Then what I will be doing is repeating the same corner that we did on the first half. For the second corner, it will be the same, and it will just turn us so that we can then pick up stitches along here. So I'm going to start and do a few rows until you get the idea, and then we'll go to the 4th video. This is video 3. I'm doing my squares with a squared off corner so that you have the little square in the middle of gray or blue or white. Those are my 3 colors. And then the next square will completely go around that one. This is a wrap and turn. So I knit 9 and I'm going to wrap and turn. So I'm changing color always on an end and in a straight line. If you want, you can change colors more frequently or less frequently. You can either change in a straight line or you can change on the diagonal. Now the place to change on the diagonal is when you're right at the top of that corner before you start the second half. Try to remember to show you there. And then what I would do on that is I would possibly, if I was going to do it that way, I don't know that the Russian join would work, because you need to have a spot where you're going along for a bit for that Russian join to work. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap stitch number 9. So when I'm all the way up to the top of this, when I'm down to 1 stitch, wrapping that second stitch, and I'm going to turn around and do the second half of the corner, that's where I would change color if you want that diagonal color change. I prefer this because it looks like all like little squares. That's what I like. So I'm going to continue for one more wrap and turn here. So we're going to wrap and turn one more time, and then I'm going to stop and finish the rest off of the video. Okay, so here's, if you lose count, there's your gap again. This stitch you've wrapped, and this is the one you're wrapping next. You can always tell because it has like a little purl stitch on it, and your wrap and turn one is a little longer, so it looks different. So that's how you can tell which one you need to wrap. Okay, I'm going to go back to the end. So when you're done with this, then I'll come back and I will do the last couple rows of the second half of this corner. You can already see how it's turning a little bit. It'll turn completely around, and then we'll come down here and we'll be picking up stitches along this edge. So look for video number 4.